Hello, everybody.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 5454 and 2024 CR 5455. State versus Avery Anderson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Marissa Judovenko for Mr. Anderson.
And are you Mr. Anderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any applications in this case?
No, Judge.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review it with your client?
I have reviewed it with my client.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. In each cause number, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Judge.
State, in the cause number ending in 5454, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Any objection?
No, Judge.
And in the cause number ending in 5455, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Anderson, did you review the documents entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand? And the cause number ending in 5454, you're charged with the offense of robbery. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ended in 5455, you're charged with endangering of a child. If the state is able to prove up the enhancement allegations, the range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state in either of these cases, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause numbers, you have a right to a jury trial, the right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand? Did you understand by entering pleas in these cause numbers, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into plea bargain agreements in each of these cause numbers? Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge, I do.
Mr. Anderson, in each of these cases, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In the cause number ending in 5455, according to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on counts 1 and 2. And you'd agree that you've been convicted of a felony for purposes of enhancement. And in both cause numbers, the punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There are no applications. The cause numbers will run concurrently and also concurrently with 727817. State will take in consideration 727818 and 2024 CR 5456. Did you understand that to be the plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea in each of the cause numbers?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea in each of the cause numbers?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then in the cause number ending in 5454, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And in the cause number ending in 5455, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the enhancement allegations, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes.
I have gone over that with my client, Judge, on both cases, and we have no objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. And each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, if we can go off the record for a moment, please. All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments in each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. And cause 5455, the court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea or true in states exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just ask that you follow the plea agreement.
All right. Why are you doing this, Mr. Anderson?
The.
No, why you committed the offense? What's going on with you?
Only reason I took it, I mistaken the lady.
I'm sorry, what?
I mistaken the lady for the wrong phone. It was just a misunderstanding at the time.
No, I mean, what does he mean? He's mistaken the lady for the wrong phone?
Judge, it's my understanding he had believed that that lady had taken his phone. He didn't have it. All of a sudden, he had it a minute ago and it was missing. He couldn't find his phone. He thought that she had his phone and he went to grab the phone to find out if it was his phone.
Well, did he return it to her when he found out it wasn't his? So, okay, your story doesn't make sense to me.
Happened so fast, like when I took the phone, it led to me leaving and me returning the phone to her. She ended up making the whole.
So why would you think that she had your phone? Why not somebody else on the street have your phone?
I spoke to her. She kept walking and I was trying to tell her, like, if you have my phone, give me back my phone. I got arrested. And it became a misunderstanding.
All right, none of this makes sense. The court, does your client have any mental health issues or no?
I'm not to my knowledge, Judge.
All right, then you're just out here committing offenses. Do you want to spend the rest of your life in prison? How old are you?
31.
All right, you're 31. You've already obviously been in prison before. That's why there's an enhancement. And now you're going back to prison. If you have a mental health issue, you need to take care of that. If you don't, if you want something, you need to work for it. Otherwise, the majority of your life is going to be in prison. And by the time you get out of prison, you're going to be in the twilight of your life. Because once you pass 29, the years just come by quick, fast, in a hurry. And pretty soon, unless you're planning on living past 100, which maybe you will sometimes, maybe people will live to be over 200. Biblically, that's what they say. People live to be 200. Maybe you'll be one of those people who will do that, but probably not. And I say that because I'm in the twilight of my life. So once you get to be 50, it's all downhill. And you need to decide whether you want your downhill of your life to be in a prison, waking up to a bail that somebody else sets for you, getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning, constantly looking over your shoulder to see what other inmates are doing. Do you understand? All right. So in 2024 CR 5454, the court will follow your agreement. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 5455. County Court Cause number 727-817. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 727-818 and 2024 CR 5456. Anything else with regards to sentencing in that cause number?
No, Judge.
In cause number 5455, court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison. And so the record is clear. I'm finding you guilty of count 1 and count 2. And the enhancement true. 10 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 5454, County Court Cause number 727-817. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 727-818, 2024 CR 5456, and legally, count 1 and count 2 will run concurrently. Is there anything else in that cause number with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because it's a plea bargaining agreement in each of these cause numbers, and because you waive your right to appeal, and because I followed your plea bargain agreement, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. From here on out, if you pick up another felony, depending on the type of felony it is, your minimum sentence is 25 years in the prison. Do you understand? And as I tell everybody, there may not be funding for education. There may not be funding for anything else. But guess what? People will always find funding to build another prison so that people can be housed at the prison. People will find more funding to build another jail if the jail gets overcrowded. But at the end of the day, if the jail gets overcrowded, guess what? They still gonna find a place for you. My understanding is the jail is overcrowded right now. Guess what? It's not stopping people from being sent to the Bexar County Jail. You had better start making a decision on what you want to do with your life. If you want to spend the rest of your life in prison, all you have to do is let Texas officials know that, and I'm sure they will accommodate you. All right, good luck to you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.